Okay,
So,
what we have here is some peanut butter, just a little bit, and Mama hasn't cleaned her babies, so, and she refuses. So we've already tested on one puppy.
These puppies are 2 days old now.
Yes.
And so they've got to have, if they don't get their bottoms licked, they don't poop.
Yes.
And so here you go, here's Tammy right
See,
here.
I'm dabbing it right there. Putting the peanut butter on there.
Yeah.
And
look at that.
oh, she's
Tammy
teeing up a storm.
Tammy is so clever.
I was going to do honey, and I got to thinking about it. There'll be a sticky mess.
So this is not uncommon for new mums to, you know, just takes a little bit to kind of get the trick of. She's doing great.
Yeah.
Overall, she wants to be in with the babies.
More,
yes, she wants to be in there with the babies, but she's just not been doing the pooping, the cleaning up stuff.
No, she turned her face and everything.
So what have you been doing? Have you been using a moist towel, moist paper?
Yes, a moist, wet it with warm water. You can do paper towel or wash rag. Paper towel you can just throw away. But anyway, warm water on that and clean the babies that way. But you want Mama to do her job.
Yes.
And she won't learn if you don't teach her.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, now she's really cleaning them up.
So so today is Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay, Mama, good job. I'll get another one.
She had her puppies Friday at about 10 o'clock. And
see here.
There you go.
Put it right there.
New mama, who is just, I mean, it took her 24 hours for a milk to really come in.
Oh, yeah.
Milk's coming in now.
And the other thing is she didn't want to, she jumped up and looked at those babies like, who the heck are they? What are these? You know, she had no clue what they were. You know, she's a brand new mama, and all of a sudden she had 4 little wiggly things in her bed with her, and she just had this look and looked at me, and I said, no, you're going to feed the babies, and I said, they're your babies, they love you. And so
so you give her lots of encouragement.
Yes
But be firm.
And so when I would start to get up and leave this little cage area, well, she quit laying down with them. So I thought, well, I'm gonna let her out to potty. So I let her out to potty, and I went to go get her back in the house, and she stood out there and looked at me like, I'm not going in there. It was the funniest look, and I said, yeah, you are. So it's almost like come to meet Jesus time.
Yeah. Right.
About 3 a.m. So and
but here we are now.
I had to make her lay down.
Yes.
And you know, you can do so much for so many hours, and then you're like, okay, this is your job, not mine. And she finally decided, this feels pretty good. She'd start to go to sleep when they would do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we see lots of people who don't put their mums with babies because they're worried about them getting squished and whatever else. We're not in that camp at all. Our mums are in. So this is what you're looking at here is a crate. Buy it from Amazon. This is a 42 by 28 crate, $60 on Amazon with our heated whelping system. And mums go in there a couple of days before they give birth, so they're trying to get somewhat acclimated to it. But then she has been in here 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's been outside.
Well, look at Giabella, you know, the
her babies,
lilac and tan merle female that I had that has Denali's babies, which are all sold. They were fluffy carriers, too. And she, you know, from the get-go, she's been fantastic, great with her mom.
But she's also a third-time mom, isn't she?
Yeah.
So she knows a little bit. This girl here, completely new to it.
Oh, yeah.
But when she goes outside now, you open the door up, she bounces out, she goes straight outside, she goes pees and poops, she comes right back in and goes right back in there with the babies.
Yes.
So she's happy to be in here with her babies. She's just got to learn this part that Tammy's teaching her now, which is you've got to be cleaning these babies up.
Yeah.
So this was very good.
Yeah. And
but people,
you know, I would come in here after she finally was convinced that she's nursing these babies. It's not such a bad deal having these little creatures on my belly. And when I would come in and check on her, one of them had slipped up underneath her little arm, and she put her arm over it and just realized they're her babies.
Yes.
You know, it does finally connect. You know, so you just gotta have
I
patience.
think you know, with Frenchies,
on new mamas.
right? With Frenchies, we have C-sections, and it's not the same as having
I
a
know,
natural
Fiona.
whelp,
Yeah.
where they've been participating in the whole thing. So they wake up from a C-section and have these little rats crawling around on them.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, she just.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure some of that aesthetic was part of it in the beginning, but.
Right.
I mean, she just totally jumped up and turned around and looked at him and
wasn't aggressive, but just
No.
just like
It
there's
surprised her. It's
something
like,
in my
what's-
cage that shouldn't be
you know,
here. Yes.
It's not a toy. What is
Yes.
it?
But look, you've got to win this battle, and you've got about 48 hours to get this done.
Yes.
If you don't persist,
if you don't, you're
is she
liable
looking
to
another
be-
one up, or is she looking the same one up?
No, she's looking the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, you've got to. You know, people say, "Well, she's not wanting to do this." It's like you've got to be the boss. Yep.
They're like children.
Yep.
You have to teach them and show them.
Yep. Be consistent and firm,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Not
yes.
cruel.
No,
not cruel.
But just.
Encourage the right behavior.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Lots of praise.
Yes.
Lots of loving,
Yes.
and then be stern if they behave in a way you don't like.
Right. Right.
I mean, it's not like this girl is aggressive towards the puppies, but
no,
you know,
she never was.
No, we
Never has
hardly
been.
ever see that situation.
No.
But some people do report that, and of course, you've got to be careful in those
Oh,
situations.
if you ever do have a female that's aggressive, you need to really get on to her the minute she does it and just in a firm voice tell her no, you know.
Yes.
And
And if necessary, a muzzle.
yeah.
You can use a
Good
muzzle if
mama.
you have to.
Oh, Kiki.
And then people will talk to me about French bulldogs. How do you
Yeah.
put a French bulldog? What you can do is take a regular muzzle, cut the end of it off, and then put some wire ties, some plastic ties,
Yeah.
back over the
But
front
we don't
cut
have
off.
this problem
never,
at all.
Never used
no,
it, never
no.
done it. Never
This
done it.
is Love My Kiki, and she was bred to Love My Wolfie. And so these babies are all
Look at that,
fluffy
she's gonna lay over
carriers.
and let this all get to the titties.
They're all fluffy carriers, and she is AT-AT, and Wolfie carries AT, and he's a full visual fluffy, and he carries blue and testable chocolate. So some of these babies will be testable chocolate, and maybe one might be a dual chocolate. We don't know.
Yeah. All right, well, you're talking about things we can do in the next video.
Yeah, I know, but
So we're gonna
it
show
doesn't
you.
hurt to do it this way.
No.
So,
no.
all
But
right. I can talk too. I can say things too. Yeah. So that was successful.
Very.
And I'm very, very happy. Just happy as I can be. She still has got some yuck coming from her area, and we go and wash her legs off, and we have it again. That's expected. And I would say some females, it may be 2 weeks into still leaking
Yes.
some.
Yes, quite normal.
Oh, when she first came home, I told James I had to wash her legs off immediately. But you got to be real careful, because if you got, you do have the stitches there, so do not get it on the stitches. If you got a sprayer in your sink, you can just spray her legs off. Have somebody holding her as you're spraying it off, so you'll be careful.
She's such a good mum.
Yes,
Really coming
she's
along
turned
well.
in really fantastic.
Yes.
And this is a product from Debbie Hart, and she's in the UK. And very happy. And Robert Welsh, or Welsh Robert, I always get it backwards. He has Grizzly Bear, so she's a product from Grizzly Bear.
Small dog. She weighed 17
Yeah,
pounds.
and Wolfie, Love My Wolfie, is a product from Andrew Hamilton, and he produced Love My Wolfie.
And a great play too.
Huh?
And a great.
Oh.
Was that not him?
I wished. But we got beautiful babies out of the deal, and if it hadn't been for those 3 people helping produce this, we wouldn't have this, and we're very appreciative.
Point to the thermostat. Tell them what that's done.
Yes, the thermostat.
What is that thermostat there, Tammy?
That is from mybreedersupply.com, and it controls the heated tape under here, under the tray, and it's warm only under here. The babies get under here to be protected from mama squishing on them, and
Mum's happy.
Mom's
she's not
nice
getting
and
any
happy
extra
because
heat.
it's cool here.
Yes.
So she's happy here, not a red light hanging over the top of them,
Yes.
burning up mama,
Yes.
making her sweat, and sometimes sunburning.
Yes. Or falling and burning
And
puppies.
then, like James has explained at times, there's been a heat lamp that actually fell on a puppy and burned it.
Yes.
Not ours. It was
Somebody else's.
now a customer of ours, because
Yes.
he got one of these because he thought it was great. And then I had a customer call me up and said that they had a heat lamp and when he was in there taking care of the babies, he kept on getting burned. So he definitely got one of these.
Yeah.
But this is fantastic. I keep a blanket around the edges of keep the drafts from blowing, from on the bottom of the floor.
You'd be surprised when you're on the floor, you can feel it, can't you?
Oh yeah, but French bulldogs are known to get colds real easy, especially newborn babies,
yes.
puppies, yes. And so you've got to put this around to keep the drafts from blowing in on the babies, and I just shut it up like a little bird, and I'll leave her about that much room to
well, show us how you do that.
Yeah, I'll leave her about this much room.
Some blankets up on top of this. You can see the blankets piled up.
Yes, and this cage is 2 doors. This is the smaller cage for the smaller females. And then when they get bigger, you want the 48-inch, or go ahead and buy the 48-inch and have the bigger. But I'll leave I'll make sure that this is, and I'll put a little hump up here and to keep the draft from blowing in down there. But she's all nice and happy. Yes. The babies are nursing, and I'm so happy.
Yes, and I'm going to move over here. And we have a second litter, and these guys are now, they're in a bigger cage. So they're in a 48 by 30, and Mama's right there, just being such a super mama with her baby. It's all playing, and they're about to get moved to a 4x4 crate with a raised floor. We might do that today. Do a video on that.
Maybe.
Yep.
I may wait till Monday. I'm going to feed them. They've been eating some of the Bill Jack, so we've been cheating a little bit. We've got real good teeth in there now, so I really don't have to worry about having a gravy type gruel for them from Starter Moose.
We taped the little Platinum girl's legs up the other day. She probably needs it again. Everybody else is doing pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, her and Moolah were
splayed out a little bit.
Kind of splayed out a bit, but Moolah's doing real good.
Yes.
And the little cream girl, she's starting to do a lot better.
Yes. Right. Okay.
But,
all right. That's it, isn't it?
That's my Giabella there.
Yeah.
And
these puppies all, by the way, have new homes, so don't call us up about these.
Yes.
All right.
See you at 580-799-1910. Love my pups and mybreedersupply.com. You can contact James through that. But these are the babies.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks.